What's going on, guys? I'm Steve, and this is the Dynamic Reason channel. Guys, listen. I want to talk about a story today that happened last month out of Chickasaw, Alabama. And it involves this lady up here. Her name is Christy Lane. She's 44 years old. This woman was arrested because her son went in her room and took some stolen THC-laced gummies, edibles or whatever they are. They were gummies, supposedly. Took him to school, passed him out at a football game. The son got sick, and so did the kids, and where medical EMS had to be called, and it caused a big thing. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play this video. I'm going to come back, and what I got to say might be surprising to some of you guys. But honestly, I see this a different way than a lot of you guys, and I'm going to explain it in the end. Check it out.
Arrested and facing charges connected to last month's incident at a Chickasaw High School football game. It sent 3 teens to the hospital after they ate drug-laced edibles, according to investigators. Fox 10 News' Lee Peck in studio with us tonight with an update. Lee, this all unfolding back in October, and since then, investigators have been following up, even putting a warrant out for the mother's arrest, right?
That's right, Byron. According to Metro jail records, 44-year-old Christy Lane turned herself in yesterday morning before bonding out nearly 6 hours later. Free on $1,500 bond, suspect Christy Lane now facing 2 charges, possession of marijuana second and use possession of drug paraphernalia. Mobile County Sheriff's investigators say those drug-laced edibles that sent 3 teens to the hospital were hers. Sheriff's investigators also confirming Lane's son stole the edibles from her, then took them to the game. We had a crew there covering the Friday night lights and watched as paramedics jumped into action.
Well, I received a phone call that we had some students in distress. My understanding is there was quick response by the EMTs, and they now have them transported to the hospital.
We're told all 3 students had a reaction to the edibles, were treated and eventually released. But the investigation into exactly what happened continued. Fox 10 News catching up with acting Chickasaw Police Chief Tommy McDuffie the following Monday. He confirmed the edibles were laced with THC and that they were taking a closer look.
Where they possibly could have got it from, who they could have gotten it from. But it was 3 high school students. Obviously, if you're in school and someone approaches you, just say no to anything that is handed to you. If you don't buy it, don't consume it, don't take it.
Lane again turning herself into Metro yesterday. After a search of her home, investigators found edibles and drug paraphernalia. And according to Metro jail records, Lane has a court hearing set later this month on November 20th. At this time, though, her son not facing any charges. Live in studio tonight.
All right, guys, that's the story of one Miss Christy Lane out of Chickasaw, Alabama. And honestly, guys, I don't think she should have went to jail. And this is why I say that. First thing is this. Remember when we was younger? One of the things we was taught is you don't go in your parents' room or your mom's room without permission. And if they did tell you to go in the room, they would send you to a specific place, and it would usually be where they were home and could watch you go in and out, and it could time you like, in case you was around there snooping. This boy stole these edibles or whatever that his mom had. Took them to school, decided to give them out. Knowing what they were, that's why he stole them. Wanting to be cool. Kids do that, especially boys. Boys is a lot. Steal stuff out, that they ain't supposed to have as an adult. Be cool in school. Other people got sick, including the dumbass son. Ambulance had to be called and all of that stuff. How did they know he got it from the mom? Because he told on his mom. Yeah, I got it from my mom's room. Yeah, I took it. Said, police come. Hey, this is a bad parenting. This is bad parenting practice. They lock the woman up. She winds up turning herself in. I think the whole thing is messed up. Now, usually in stories like this, it's like, I'll go off or I'll say something. This right here is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? The boy was wrong. She shouldn't have locked him up. He should have got locked up. And the reason why he should have got locked up, he knew what that was, and he gave it out to give a certain type of experience to people that he himself wanted to share with them, knowing that it's a dangerous thing. That's just the way I see it. He distributed the stuff. He stole from his mom. You know what I mean? When I was young, you couldn't go in a woman's purse, let alone in the room. You dig what I'm saying? All in all, man, he should have known better. And well, he did know better. That's why he snuck and did what he did. But I honestly don't think this lady should have got locked up. Shouldn't. I had a situation with my son. This is why I say what I say on here, on this video. I was in the phase of trying to stop smoking cigarettes. I went and got a vape pen or whatever. This is when they first came out. Remember they had the blue one? It was called blue. It was menthol. You had a little blue light on the end. I had that. My son seen me use that thing multiple times. My son knows not to go in my room. You know, at the time I was married, so he definitely knew not to go in there. Goes in the room, steals the vape pen, takes it to school. I don't know nothing about it. I get a call from the school. Hey, we caught your son up here with a vape pen, smoking it on camera in the hallway around with a bunch of students around him. I'm furious. Where'd he get that from? Why is he smoking, period? I goes up to the school. When I get up there, he done made such a big stink about it and tried to make it like he was scared. Don't call my father. He made it like I was abusive to him. I get up there. They won't turn my son over to me. I get up there like 3 o'clock. I don't leave till like 5:45. They got the police up there and CPS. They put me on a 1-month investigation, guys, because my son went in there and didn't want them to call me. So he just made up all of this crazy stuff like I would kill him, literally kill him and beat him to death. And they bought it. So for 1 month, I had to deal with this. Now they released him to me that night. But you know what I'm saying? Anybody can get in trouble over the silliness of their kids sometimes. And that's when I saw this story, I wanted to do it because it reminded me of that situation. He don't know how much trouble he could have cost me. He cost me a lot of money with my business because a lot of my accounts I had to cancel for that month because I had to go to these stupid meetings and have people sit there and talk to me like I'm the worst thing in the planet and ask me stupid questions. Guys, it's nothing more embarrassing when you have a $250,000 home and CPS workers run in there and say, let us look in your refrigerator to see if you have food and you got your house fully furnished and nice. It's embarrassing. Oh, Mr. Such and such, we have to do this. I mean, we know you're good, but we have a checklist. We have to go through the house. Embarrassing. Looking in your kid's closet to see if you got clothes. Are you serious? All this because he lied, because he didn't want them to tell me about what he did, but he gonna get his ass bust anyway. You know what I mean? And it was just crazy. So, I mean, the stuff this lady, turned herself in and all of that stuff, I don't think she could have went to jail. The stuff was in her room, hidden in her room. He went in there, snooped, and found it. If not, how would he know where it was at? Now, they locked her up saying, oh, she had weed and drug paraphernalia. To me, that ain't nothing but what, a scale, not a scale, that grinder thing for the weed, stuff people have, a weed pipe or a bong or something. That's all it was. And that's what they, arrested her on. But I mean, you see how kids do something, they think innocent and it causes a whole bunch of problems and it gets the parents in trouble that unknowingly don't know that the child even had their stuff. Now I'm gonna tell you something too. The only thing I say would be wrong with the mother, the mother should take some blame on is the fact that she didn't hide her stuff better or, people do different things to relax themselves. Having that in there where he could find it. I mean, it's certain spaces you can hide things in your room where somebody really had to dig and find it. But I mean, maybe she was just doing her thing and he happened to open the drawer. People snoop, kids snoop. And found it and like, oh, okay, I know where this is. I'm gonna get him. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I honestly don't think she should have went to jail. I don't know the law out there, but it's just my opinion. Leave me a comment though. Did y'all feel anything I said? Kids do that. Go through parent stuff because remember, every time you're telling them not to do something, it creates a curiosity. She don't want me in her room. What's going on in there? What she be doing when the door closed? I'm just saying. Stock Market Steve with the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Tell me if you agree or disagree. Should she have went to jail? I'll see you in the next video. Take care.